Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Game Day with Heavy Cardboard, where we teach, play, and discuss medium and heavy strategy board games, war games, 18xx. I'm your host, Edward Euler, happy to be joined by my partner and a couple of good friends of ours.
I'm Jess.
Ken.
Andrew.
All right, today we are bringing y'all Rome, City of Marble, designed by Brett Myers. No, not the old Phillies pitcher, however, designer, and published by R&R Games. So welcome everybody watching live around the world as well as after the fact. Big thanks to Dan and Frank over at R&R Games for kindly providing us with this review copy of the game to be able to bring this to y'all. So thanks to them. And I saw that Dan is actually over in chat tonight. So hi, Dan, and thanks for joining us. Before we get started, a big thank you to all of our patrons who help make all of this possible. So thank you to all of you and all of y'all for doing supporting the show. A special shout out tonight to Matt Levy. Say thanks for being a patron and supporting the show. Quick reminder, if you do enjoy the content that we create, don't forget to subscribe down below. Also, maybe throw a thumb on there if you are so inclined. Also, if you want to join the herd and join the other 753 patrons who support the show, you can go over to pledgehc.com, support the show there. So Rome, City of Marble. It felt like a Labor Day type game. No, I'm kidding. That's the way the schedule worked out. So happy Labor Day, everybody. Also, if you're down in the on the southeast in the U.S. or in the Bahamas, if you're in the Bahamas, you're probably not watching this. So hopefully everything is all right there. But be safe, y'all, with the hurricane bearing down on y'all. Rome, City of Marble. So this came out 2016-ish, I think. Kind of an abstract. Not many games have a rhombus-shaped tile.
True.
So yeah, it's kind of an abstract to where we're going to be building civic buildings, building the city of Rome. So are y'all ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully y'all are. I was told during the Ask the Elephant that when I ask questions to the peanut gallery, I don't give them enough time to answer. So I'm not asking y'all. I'm just saying, hope you are. Because we're going to get started come hell or high water. So here we go. Rome, City of Marble. It is the reign of Augustus Caesar, and players represent the powerful patrician families of Rome. As leading citizens of the great city, they influence and direct the construction of this ever-expanding metropolis. Through shrewd placement of neighborhood tiles, the players will commission the construction of the civic buildings so important to daily life in ancient Rome. Temples for worship, baths for health and camaraderie, theaters for philosophy and the arts, arenas for entertainment and diversion. By building these, players will gain and be able to exercise imperium, a measure of the real power in Roman society. So hopefully, whoever the winner is becomes or gains the prestigious title of architect of Rome. All right, so what is it you guys are looking at here? So obviously we have our 3-player boards out there. Mine will be on the other camera, which I will show you guys here in a little bit. But out here on the main board, of course, because it's a Euro, 90% of have victory point track around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. Then on the main board itself here, we have the City of Rome with the outskirts. Now, the City of Rome is broken up into equilateral triangles, and there will be tiles or various neighborhood tiles of the 4 different colors that we're going to be placing out here. Each of these neighborhood tiles is a rhombus shape or takes 2 equilateral triangles, which makes a rhombus shape. Those are in the 4 different colors. Then we have the 7 hills of Rome, and as it so is, we randomly I chose what I think are the three most famous, so there's that. So we have the three starting hills of Rome, which any game will have 3 of the 7 out here. We have the Capitoline Hill, the Palatine Hill, and the Aventine Hill as well. Then over on the left-hand side, you'll see that we have the river that runs through here. Now, it's a little bit hard to be able to tell, but these are actually tiles wherever you see the little bridges going over the river. There are a total of 7 of those tiles. There are 8 available. 7 of them are in the game. 1 is back in the box. The reason these matter is there are victory points on the back of these. So as we acquire them, we're going to be taking them and secretly knowing what those victory points are. There. Then at the top of the board, we have the various areas of the board along with the Imperium tiles. So we have, for lack of a better way to put it, we have the Imperium tile area, and then we have the coin area up here for our magistrates as they're going to go up there as we build up the various buildings here in Rome. Then we have baths, or I'm sorry, we have fountains, which are going to be the, think of them as the community tiles or community buildings that get built when nobody has enough influence in which to be able to build their own independent buildings. And then we have the actual Imperium tiles of the 4 different colors of buildings that we're going to be building. Now, off camera, we also have the actual buildings that we're going to be building, and these are double-sided, but they're not all. They are double-sided in that, like, blue on the back of red, and then we have yellow on the back of green, etc., etc. Then over on the right-hand side, we have the 3 different aqueducts. We have the gray, the brown, and the white aqueducts, and the aqueduct pieces, which are going to be off camera as well. But as you can see, we have 1 out there for each of them for examples. Then over here on our player boards, we have a number of things. So we have our 2 player discs, which I'm going to be honest, we're probably not going to use a whole lot because during the game, you're going to be able to take 2 actions. And when you take those actions, you put a disc on there to say, hey, I'm taking that action, or we could just say, hey, I'm taking that action. We have the 4 action spaces, which are the 4 available actions in the game. Everybody is going to start with 1 tile of one of the neighborhood tiles of each color, and each player will start with 3 magistrates, as you can see there. In addition to that, we also have a handy-dandy little player aid over on the right-hand side that shows when you build a green building that consists of 3 pieces or 3 tiles, it's going to be worth 2 points. It shows a little green neighborhood tile. It shows the size, and it also has a place for storage for our Imperium tiles. This also shows that you can discard an Imperium tile to take an additional action. So there you go. And we also have a holding place for neighborhood tiles when you actually acquire them. So that's pretty much all that you're looking at. And then I guess I should point out that everybody also has kind of an ownership marker piece up here, which commission cubes is what they're called, but basically it shows who built the building, who had the most influence when that building was built. All right, so now that you guys see everything, how do you play the game? All right, the game is played over an indeterminate number of rounds, starting with whoever is the start player, and from there we're going to go clockwise around the board, continuing actions until the end of the game is triggered. The end of the game is triggered when 3 of these 4 stacks of tiles, and it actually is in incremental pieces, so there are less red, and then a little bit more yellow, a little bit more blue, and a little bit more green. When 3 of those 4 are depleted, that will trigger the end of the game. Everybody will take 1 single action after that, and then we will go into final scoring. And because this is heavy cardboard, and I know people are going to want to know, 12 red, 14 yellow, 16 green, and 18 blue. All right, so there you go. So on a player's turn, they're going to have a total of 2 actions, but 4 options on their turn, okay? When they take those actions, the goal of the game, as I mentioned earlier, is going to be gaining victory points. They're going to gain victory points in a few different ways. First off, during the game, they're actually going to be completing these buildings for 2, 3, 5, and 8 points respectively And by doing that, you're going to be placing these neighborhood tiles out here. So you'll notice, take for instance, we're going to talk about this area right here. You'll notice that it is kind of, if you look at it, it's a hex that has a total of 6 equilateral triangles in it. Because of the rhombus shape, that allows for buildings to consist of a total of 3, 4, 5, or 6 tiles to be able to complete one of these inner hexes. When one of these inner hexes is built and completed, we're going to interrupt whatever player's turn, complete that, and hopefully they'll be able to score some amount of points for completing that building, okay, for being the one commissioned to complete that building. Players are also going to score points for claiming these tiles out here, these bridge tiles. They're also going to score points at the end of the game for aqueducts that will run adjacent to their run into their buildings, as well as adjacency to various fountains out there, and also for majorities of Imperium tiles left over at the end of the game. So that is how we're going to score points, but how do you actually do those things now? As I mentioned, you're going to be able to take 2 actions on your turn. You can take those actions in any order. You can repeat actions. You can do however you wish, but you get 2 of them, all right? And of those 2, or with those 2 actions, you have 4 options in which to take on your turn. So let's go over what those are. We'll start off with the easiest of the bunch, which is this over here, which is drawing tiles. You'll notice that the iconography here shows draw 2 tiles and place them over in this location. When you draw tiles, they must be of different colors. So I could draw a red and a blue. That's my action, boom, done. On my second action, I could choose red and blue, or I could choose red and yellow. However I want to mix and match. What I cannot do in a single action is red, red, okay? When I take those, I'm going to place them over here. The reason I'm going to put them here instead of here, these are my available ones. These I cannot use until my next turn. So anything that you acquire this turn will go over here. Any questions on acquiring tiles?
No.
Nope. Easy enough.
Yeah.
Now we'll get into the meat of the game, which is actually placing a neighborhood tile, because you're going to need to know how that works to be able to give a little bit of context for the other 2 actions. So this is the meat of the game, which is playing neighborhood tiles out on the board. I mentioned earlier there are 3 randomly selected of the hills out here. Those are going to be the places in which the first player or all the players may start building buildings. Mm-hmm. On your turn, when you say you're going to play a neighborhood tile, you play 1 neighborhood tile to the board. When you do so, you may also play a single magistrate on that tile that you place out on the board. Now, there are a total of 5 rules for placement. First and foremost, here we go. You can only use neighborhood tiles and magistrates that you didn't acquire this term, which I already covered when you acquire tiles. So, okay, stuff that's in the middle of your board, easy enough. They have to be placed as such that they share a side with either one of the hills or a previously placed tile. So in this case, maybe I place this, say, right there, easy enough. When I do so, I then can place a magistrate on the tile. The other 3 rules: you cannot overlap any of the 3 starting hills. You can overlap the 4 that are not out there on the board. Also, you cannot overlap existing tiles, any neighborhood tiles. However, you can overlap these guys. In fact, you want to, because that's how you claim these bridge tiles there. That makes sense?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. Also, you have to place it so that it covers 2 triangles. That seems kind of implied. And last thing that seems kind of implied, you can't build something like that. You can't extend outside the walls of Rome. Okay, those are the 5 rules. Pretty simple.
Yep.
So something like that is a totally legal play and very simple. So any question about the actual mechanism for placing a neighborhood tile?
No.
Nope.
Okay, so now let me back this up just a hair and give an example. So let's say on an earlier turn, Jess had played this here, and she chose to place a magistrate out there, and then maybe we'll say Andrew placed a tile out there, like so, and he placed that there. And then on my turn, boom, I place that. You'll notice that this center hex is now complete. When and maybe I will have chosen to place a magistrate out there. When that inner hex is complete, that building construction is done. We stop what we're doing and we finish this. Okay, so this has a few steps. It has 5 steps, but they're pretty simple and pretty obvious. The first one is, what type of building did we build? Well, how many different sections are there? There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and part of the Palatine Hill would be 4. So that is a 4-section building, is a good way to think of this. So therefore, we reference our handy dandy little chart and we see that a 4-section chart is a blue building. Okay, so good. Potentially that's going to be worth 3 points for whomever completes it. So now we look out here. Let me take that off, and let's say Andrew hadn't placed a magistrate. It's always a may place. When I completed this building, we then look who has the most influence. So step 1 is what building color? Well, we have concluded that it's going to be a bathhouse, which is this blue building there. The second one is we count the amount of influence on that building site. Well, you'll notice that Jess has a magistrate there and I have a magistrate there. However, the only color of influence that matters is on blue tiles. So in this case, how many different influence is there on blue tiles? There's just me with pink. Therefore, I have 1 influence. Nobody else has any other influence. 1 is bigger than 0. Ergo, we're going to complete it as a blue building, and I get to place one of my commission or ownership cubes on it, like so.
Yep.
Then, at that point, I'm going to score victory points based on that, which again, that would score me 3 points. So therefore, boom, 3 points for pink. And then finally, we're going to now have the chance to gain Imperium tiles. Everybody in that building, whether they were part of the influence or not, if their tile touches the building that was just constructed, in turn order, they can choose to place their worker up here to gain whatever it is that they're going to gain, be it Imperium tiles or coins. What dictates that is what color building got built. So starting with me, since I'm the one that completed it, I say, yes, I do want to send my guy up there. Then Jess says, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, Jess wants to, and she'll send that up there as well. Boom, done. At the end of the individual player's turn, they will then gain 1 Imperium tile of that matching color. So if that were my second action, that's the end of my turn. So I then take all of my workers, or all my magistrates, I take an Imperium tile back. I then come over, I put the Imperium tile there. Oops, wrong guy, sorry. And there we go, I have my guys back, and now we have 1 Imperium tile, like so. Easy enough?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that is the majority of that action. But you might be asking yourself, what happens if Andrew had placed the magistrate when he put that building out there, or that neighborhood tile, and I placed that one? Well, that changes things a bit, because now we each have the same amount of influence on a blue tile, and that is a blue building.
Yep.
So it is 1 to 1. So who has the most influence? Nobody. So what happens? Hey, we did it for the goodness of Rome. So glory to Rome. We put out a fountain for Rome. Who scores for that? Nobody yet. That will come into play when we talk about final scoring. However, at that point, so we skip scoring, and then we do the exact same thing. Does anybody want to move their magistrate up there? However, the difference is we didn't complete one of those 4 color buildings. Instead, if I choose, we come over here to be able to gain a coin at the end of your turn, which are worth points at the end of the game, but otherwise are useless as, well, useless. So then in that case, Jess, do you want to, yes or no? She might say no. And the reason is because she might want to try and complete a different building out there. and gaining influence, using that for influence for other buildings.
Exactly.
Because you'll notice it connects to this hex, connects to this hex, connects to this hex, the joys of the rhombus shape. Then it would go to Andrew. Andrew says, nah, you know what, I'm going to be short-sighted. I'm going to come over here, and there you go. At the end of each individual player's turn, we will then gain a coin and just hang on to that until the end of the game. Easy enough?
Yes.
All right. And notice nobody put an ownership marker because, again, it's for the glory of Rome. It's not for us individually. So that now completes the second of 2 available actions. Any questions on placing a neighborhood tile?
No.
All right. You'll notice my pile is getting depleted. This is where maybe getting more tiles comes in.
Yep.
All right. The third action, which honestly, I hope that people are not taking too terribly often, is the get a magistrate back from the board action. Which what this is grab one from the board and bring them back. So what does that mean? Maybe Jess left this guy out here too long, whatever, gets surrounded, can't score anything, can't get up there for influence. Now she has to actually waste the action to bring him from there back to there, as opposed to waiting to put him out for influence there. So that's your, oh no, I only have 3 magistrates and I really want to be able to put him back out there, or her out there as it were. There you go. That's how you do that. So that is the third action. The fourth action are placing aqueduct pieces. So let's go ahead and talk about aqueducts. There are 3 aqueducts. There is the white one, the brown one, and the gray one out there. Whenever somebody places a piece, and let me go ahead and make this like so. Let's say at the moment somebody places a piece that touches a point of an aqueduct, it immediately begins. When it does, that player is going to, for free, place 3 pieces, and exactly 3 pieces. Why? You see it shown right here, starting from the aqueduct and going out from there. Now, an aqueduct has a total of 5 rules associated with placing it. Although, let's face it, they're real simple. First off, they have to go onto an edge of neighborhood tiles. They can go like so. So that is a legal placement. That would be 1. That would be 2. And maybe we go 3, like that, in between 2 neighborhood tiles, like so. What you cannot do, however, is bisect a neighborhood tile. That is not allowed. It always must go onto an edge of a neighborhood tile. From there, so it can go onto the edge or in between 2. So that's the second rule. The third rule is it has to go onto what I like to think of it as the head of the snake. So if the first player who connected this places 1, 2, 3, it must begin from this space. It also may never branch out.
Right.
What it can do is come into a bath or a fountain like that, and then from there go out back. So then it must begin from that space, etc., etc. It can never branch off, and it can never loop back on itself. It is one long contiguous line. Okay? And in addition to that, no aqueducts can intersect or come into contact with one another. Because if they do, they're dead, that's it. In our very first game of this, we had a bunch of tiles out here, and the gray one, I think, made 3 pieces. It went 1, 2, 3, and then would have intersected from there, and so it never got built from there. Even though there were a ton of gray pieces here, it lasted 3 pieces, and that was it. Okay? Now, the reason this is going to matter is going to be for scoring for endgame. Okay? Whenever you place an aqueduct piece that connects to any fountain, you're going to gain a coin immediately. And again, coins are worth points at the end of the game. So the first player that intersected the aqueduct placed these 3 for free. Then, as an action, you can place 2 and exactly 2 pieces as an action to continue any aqueduct of your choice. So could do that, and as soon as I do that, that connected to a fountain, I would get 1 coin over into my supply, and then from there, maybe I branch it out from there. Okay? The second reason you're going to want to do that is going to be for endgame scoring. Okay? So any questions about building the aqueducts there? All right, the last thing that I want to touch on before we get into final scoring are those Imperium tiles. So Imperium tiles are useful for taking extra actions during your turn. In addition, there's going to be majority scoring for each of the 4 colors at end game. So spending them potentially is costing you points. On your turn, as I said, you're allowed 2 actions. However, for every Imperium tile that you wish to spend, you get 1 additional action. It does not matter at all if you have if you built a green building and spend a red Imperium tile. That's okay, that's fine. The color of the Imperium tile only matters for endgame scoring. All right? You only can spend what you have, obviously, okay? So spending a Imperium tile removes it back to the stack, and then you can take 1 single action again. But remember, it's still the same turn in which you will have acquired if you acquired any tiles. So by spending an Imperium tile, you cannot spend those tiles that you may have acquired yet, because it's still technically that same turn. Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right, so let's go over endgame scoring real quick. When 3 of these 4 stacks is depleted, and we'll walk you guys through when we're getting close in that, every player gets 1 additional action. Not an additional turn, but 1 additional action. They cannot use any more Imperium tiles during that final round of actions, including the player that triggered it gets 1 more action.
Okay.
Sometimes it might be wasted. I can't place any neighborhood tiles, or I can't whatever. Fine. Then in that case, you can pass. After that, we go into final scoring. Any players that have these bridge pieces that they've acquired, they score that amount of points, add them up, easy enough. Then we score aqueducts. Any civic building connected to an aqueduct scores 2 points. So for instance, if instead of that being that, if that had been a blue building with one of my pieces, it's connected to an aqueduct, I'm going to score 2 points for that. Okay, easy enough. But indulge me, this would actually have to be completed in the whole 9 yards, etc., etc. If it were like this, every civic building being ones with ownership markers that are adjacent to a fountain, score a bonus point per adjacent fountain. So in other words, if it were something along the lines, and again, assuming that these were completed all the way around, otherwise those wouldn't exist. This building here would score 2 points for the aqueduct, and then another point for being adjacent to that fountain, and another point adjacent to that fountain. So at the end of the game, that building right now would score me 4 points. Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right?
Can I ask?
Absolutely.
So, that is not adjacent, right? Because it's across a tile?
It is. It is adjacent. So
it is adjacent.
This building here has all of these possible adjacent buildings around it. Okay, so yeah, actually that might be a better example. So this still is worth 4 points. 2 for the aqueduct coming into it, and then 1 and 2.
Awesome.
Okay. Then every coin that a player has is going to be worth 1 point.
Yep.
Whoever has the most coins is going to score 2 additional points. And then finally, Imperium tiles. Whoever has the most green Imperium tiles is going to score 5 points. Whoever has the most blue, 5 points, etc., etc. Whoever has the most points wins. If tied, whoever has the most Imperium tiles left over. If still tied, God bless you, glory to Rome, you share in the victory. And that, folks, is how you play Rome, City of Marble.
If Imperium tiles are tied, is it friendly?
Oh, no, it is not. Everybody scores 2 points if tied. So that's the only, it's Rome, it's not friendly. Okay?
Of course not.
Oh, shoot. Okay, thanks. All right, so give me a second. I got to fix something. I apologize. And then I will be right back. So talk amongst yourselves. Go ahead. Okay, all right, great. All right, well done. All right.
And you know what? We were talking, and he was telling us to be quiet at the beginning. And now he's like talking with yourself, and we're like,
I'm
I got nothing.
Yeah.
I have no things to say.
My first move.
I can't.
I gotta get this right.
I can no longer think about things. No, there's a lot. There's a lot to think about, actually, more than you would think.
Oh, did I just? I screwed up times.
I have not played this before, so.
Ugh. Sorry, hold on. I screwed something up when I set up all the videos today.
Is it because I was talking again?
Probably. I'll be honest.
I was regaling you with stories when you were setting up the videos. And we were talking about, okay, so Brett Myers is the designer of this game, and you went and Googled that, and there's a player that played a really big prank on another
Brett Myers,
player.
the pitcher. Yeah, on Kyle Kendrick back in 2008.
And so we were watching that. So I was distracting you.
You really were, yeah.
I really was. There was that whole thing, and I was like, that is the meanest prank. He thought he was leaving for Japan. You can't be traded to Japan. He thought he was traded to Japan. He thought he was leaving at 7 a.m. the next morning.
That's his own fault for believing that.
Yeah, first of all, that was. But you'd believe it if you saw what happened. He had the manager involved. He had his...
That's amazing.
He started to doubt it, and Brett Myers was like, well, did your agent call you? And he's like, oh, I have a message from him right here. Like, he got everyone involved so that even though we kind of thought that, when you have that many people, and then the media showed up and they did a press conference.
Oh, wow.
So he was like, I have to be wrong. It must have changed and I didn't know, and I'm going to Japan tomorrow. I live there now. Like, it was...
That's impressive.
It was pretty, so, and I asked, I was like, if I ever did that prank, would you be okay with it? And he was like, absolutely not. That's terrible.
harsh.
Like,
bad.
it was bad watching it. It felt bad.
You come out on the other side of that and you never trust anyone again.
No, because everyone's in front of them at the press conference, and he's looking at all his friends and family, and they're all like, ha ha. Like, and he's like, what? Why?
Like, that's just mean.
I hate you all now. It's like when you play Secret Hitler.
I think I finally figured out what I screwed up, so totally blaming Jess.
It's all my fault.
100%.
I'll take it. I am very
you're going to.
good about taking the blame for things. That is my superpower. If there's blame that can be taken...
She's not wrong.
It is a thing I do. I will tell you how it is my fault. And then try to convince you.
Like, this will just be the...
That's right.
It doesn't matter what it is. I'll explain to you that I must have done it.
This is the joys of live. So a moment, guys. Sorry about this.
It's fine. They're ready for this. And we're trying to figure out what we're going to do, which you can't plan because then I'm going to get in your way and you're going to get in my way.
I don't know if I'm the first player or not. If I'm the first player, I know what I'm going to do.
And then you won't be, and then you'll be.
I'm probably not going to be the first player.
Yes.
Yeah. Be all right.
Hey, here we go. Watch this.
Switch it on. Woo. Yes. I think both of them
understand that is quite the challenge.
I understand the implications.
My actions. This was a box you had to check. I understand the implications of my actions.
Wow.
Yep.
Yes, I do. I'm sorry.
Serious YouTube is serious. Right?
Do you understand the implications? I do.
All right, good. I think we're good. I think we're okay. That explains why my...
Is there only one running now, though? Because there were two.
There were 4.
Oh.
Well, there we go. We were like...
Live on 4 different streams.
That is
Apparently
a
we were.
four-way. Wow.
With audio?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah.
I'm sure people will tell us. So...
Grand Con was a
Exciting.
great time.
Here we go. All right. So, hi, guys. Okay, let's try this again. Let's... We're going to have to move these around because I'm all discombobulated.
Oh, see, they even had questions, but we couldn't see them. Yes, everybody at Grand Con that signed up for the demos loved Lace and Babbage. I was so nervous about that, and I realized I make mean games. So I'm going to have to, like, caveat all my dev work in the future and be like...
Do me a favor.
"Do you
Move your
want a
board
mean
down,
game?"
Jess.
Yeah,
And
I can do that.
I'm going to bring mine
We
back.
played that at Game Day a couple
Was it
weeks
mean?
ago. And,
Were you yelling
like,
at each other?
after the second round,
Yeah.
I was like, what are people talking about? What's this game? There's no problem with this game.
Yeah, there's no problem.
And
It's
the game totally destroyed me in the last 2 rounds.
There you go. That's what I try to do, apparently.
Things took a turn.
I add the mean stuff.
Early on, fine, but...
No, because they were playing, and then you'd hear them. They'd be like, but I wanted that. Oh, yes.
All right, so a couple questions before we get started. James asks, no, he didn't. I lied. Eric did. How do you claim bridge tiles? Really easy. You build over those. These are the only tiles in which you can build over, and yes, you can build over ones that are the hill tiles that are not in the game. These 3, however, you cannot build over, okay?
Yep.
And the rivers.
And the rivers are buildable as well.
Yeah.
Yes. So the only ones that are not overbuildable are these 3. And and there you go. That's
Yay!
it. All right.
I can do no wrong.
what's the spread on
Because I
points
took the blame.
on these things? Do you know? Is it like 2 to 5 or something?
Go with it. And no, I don't. So
Okay.
I know it's.
We're gonna find out together.
Scroll chat. Try again.
Oh, all right. Sorry. Wow, I am just all kinds of jacked up.
You
tonight,
are
guys.
not at all. You're perfect.
All right.
But you're cute.
Here I was expecting 4 games to be taught at once. Sorry, content consumer. I failed you.
You kind of
is that-
did. You
is that
did
why-
teach it. You went through teaching
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
All
So
at once.
that's why my messenger was blowing up. Yep. All right. My bad.
okay. So if
You get what you pay for. Okay. No.
So there's one thing Chris was pointing out is that if you recall from the Imperium Treasury bonus at the end of the turn, you didn't get the bonus.
Hold on.
But you
if you recall, as an action, if this guy is here, and I have these 2 out here on various tiles already, right? If I desperately need to pull this back,
Yes.
if I pull it back during my turn, I don't get the Imperium
Yeah, right.
tile because I didn't wait till the end of my turn.
Right.
But I hope for your sake you don't do
That
that.
just,
It
yeah.
seems weird.
I actually saw that
I
happen.
mean, even if
Yeah.
you had to recall a guy, I think you'd rather recall a guy from the board from there.
Right,
That
yeah,
extra
for
action
sure,
is
right?
just...
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so now, my favorite thing about this game, I'm not going to lie, is the
Yeah.
how to choose first player.
What is it?
And I think it's pretty clear that Jess is the first player.
Why?
The player who was most likely raised by wolves.
Oh.
Oh, because of the
Yeah, Romulus and Remus.
Romulus and Remus.
Yeah.
Right, there you go.
Kind of was.
Raised by a she-wolf.
That's what I'm saying. It's it seemed appropriate. So
Yeah.
begin.
Okay.
2 actions.
Had
All
I known that.
Over under on Glory to Rome's, you can leave gaps, which can be nasty.
Yeah.
So be ready for that. I'm
Right.
going to say 3.5 because I seem to be overshooting a lot lately. So 3.5 and place your bets now on who you have.
You can leave a gap.
So there we go.
What
Yeah.
is it?
In other words, you can make it to where only one triangle
Yeah.
is empty to where now
Kills 3 hexes.
Right,
Yeah.
it kills 3 building possibilities. So somebody, it can be nasty.
That seems mean.
Yeah,
Sure does.
All right.
So 5. 1, 2. 5 seems possible.
Matt says
So-
I have issue to raise with the whole Glory to Rome thing.
Why? We can't do it now?
I have apparently been affected. On Saturday, I was playing automobile at my local game store. Someone screwed me on dealerships. I exclaimed, "Glory to Rome!"
I don't see a problem with
Yeah,
that, except that
sounds
everybody
okay.
was probably like,
Right? Like, what does that mean? Well, I mean,
and then they're like GTR.
No, I
they're
mean-
trying to like
Yeah.
spell it out.
Work it out.
Isn't that better than saying to
It is.
you know?
Definitely is.
But I feel like
I think
wolves
so,
and
right?
T-Rexes are similar. They're saying, wasn't I raised by a T-Rex? Similar? It
Yeah,
really
right.
depends on what I was imagining in my mind at the time. All right, so I'm really just trying to predict how this is going to complete
Yes.
to get my influence on
luck.
it.
But
and if I place
but
this
your
down,
actions will change how it's going to grow too,
oh,
right?
I feel like, wow.
Hey, Paul. Hey, long time
If
no
I do
see.
this
Hope
one,
you're
it
doing
could be
well.
1, 2, 3, 4. But this is a 5. So I think I want to do this way. I have no idea. I'm doing this.
I'm excited
I don't know why.
to watch Jess's
Okay.
brain.
I don't
break
know why
on
I'm
this
doing
game.
that, but I decided that
So
was
that's
the
hold
right
on. Do you
thing
want to place them
do.
at just straight?
Yes.
Okay, that's one action. You have one more.
Man, it's been a long time since I played this game.
Oh, that is such a.
Don't start. No, it really has. I played it once at MeepleCon. 2-player.
So you
When
can
it was
either-
still called MeepleCon. So figure that out. That was a long time ago.
So you can either get tiles
This seems
or
bad.
place another neighborhood tile. Those are literally your own. Or you could recall, I suppose, but you're not going to do that. So
No.
get tiles or place a tile.
I'm gonna. Oh, I could have placed 2 tiles.
Oh, you still can.
Yeah.
All right.
That's one action.
You know what? I'm changing. All right, hold on. I want to do a thing. I want to do this. Now that I know this, that's 5.
Well, no, it's viral
2,
when somebody who
3.
has no idea about heavy cardboard.
I'm gonna go with that, and then I'm gonna
Explains Glory to
do.
Let's share an
Work
edge.
on that, Matt.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Nope, has to share a side, ma'am.
Oh crap!
You are not placing either. You're not placing that tile like
And this
that either.
you can't play. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. I have to share an edge.
I mean,
It has to share an edge with a hill or an existing tile.
So mad about that.
I am. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 5. So I'm good with that. Fine.
Oh, and by the way, Dan said
That's
one
never
tile
gonna be a-
each of 1 and 4,
I'm good with
and
this.
3 twos.
Definitely could be a 4.
And 3 threes.
That's what I'm doing.
Do you hear that? 3 twos, 3 threes, 1 1, 1 4 of the bridge tiles.
And one's out of the
Okay.
game.
Okay.
All right.
Yep, and
All
set
right.
it up here, please.
Now I know what's there.
There we go. All right, you're done,
Yeah.
sir.
So, I was thinking I was going to play a real long-term game.
How'd that work out?
Not so great because there's 2 river tiles I
Well,
can
if
take.
you don't take them,
Go get 'em.
Yeah. So,
Now the question is, what color to play, though?
yeah, I think I got that figured out. I'm
Ooh.
gonna.
Everybody's getting a river tile. You could get 2.
So I think I can. Oh, it's a little.
Oh, Mr. Oh, I already got that figured out. I'm just
I
saying.
know I'm taking the river tiles. There's only 2 placements I can do with that. The only question is magistrates, though, right?
We all have decisions in life
right.
that we must make.
Yeah, once. 'Cause
Yeah, did you want to place a second one?
that seems
You
like
better
a bad
hurry up.
plan.
All right.
No.
All right.
I don't know. You tell me.
Ave Meeples. Gloria
Not
Rome.
good
I
things.
like it, yes.
So there's a configuration where I can't. I think I'm just gonna take one. God, this seems so stupid, but because otherwise,
That is funny.
you guys could lock me out of this being a hex,
I don't know what you're talking about.
right?
All right, so at that moment, that becomes a 4 building.
Yep. So, it
So
is a
that
blue.
is going to be
I
a
placed
blue.
my magistrate wrong.
All right, so it's going to be a blue. So who has the most blue influence? So does a
Yeah.
player, I should say, yes.
Yes.
So go for it.
So we
There
have
you
a
go.
bathhouse.
Yep. Red, do you wish to place for an Imperium tile?
Yeah, I think I'll do
I
it.
reckon you might. So that'll go there. You're going to score 3 points. J. Rexus Maximus Aurelius
1,
Caesar.
2. So that could still be a 5.
Yep.
Just let him hang out there forever.
Yeah, I guess so. Because there's 2 things he could.
There's at least 2. Yeah, 2 hexes. I think
Over
could still
there.
be 5s, right?
And one down here.
That's not a
which can be
5.
Understood.
But
It's gonna be a while till we get the aqueducts going this direction. Just
Yeah.
saying.
well, you guys scored for me, but
Yeah, I got it.
Yep. Just
You,
waiting on Jess to decide.
Yep.
About what? Oh, go. No. I've decided. It's his turn.
Oh, then
I'm not
So
going
I take
anywhere.
this back at the end of my
Correct.
turn.
Yeah,
And you
and I
get
grab a
there you
blue
go.
and
Okay.
Imperium tile.
Boom, done.
Made a nice bathhouse for you guys so you can
Right.
keep clean.
And kibitz.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
Kibitz. Yep.
All right. Well, this seems like a sensible thing to do.
Whenever you can do it for one, I think that's a good idea.
There you go. So that completes. So it's going to be a blue building. I got you. Let me get a one of yours because it's 4, which the hills do count
Right.
as one of the colors.
so that's 3 points
Yep.
because I am definitely majority of the influence there.
And I assume
Yep, we'll have them go back.
Jess
No, I'm
still not.
waiting
well,
for
no,
the other
but
things.
you
Playing
get
the long game.
another choice.
I like
Nope.
that style.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
so
keep
that's one
doing
action.
That, or I
Yep.
would have already.
I think. Which of these are my less useful?
So this will never complete.
It will never complete. Yeah,
But
so I'm
does
literally
have
just
at least 1 point.
right.
It does have 1 to 4 points.
I'm wondering which tile I'm willing to just throw away down there.
Right. And boy, 6 buildings are hard to get.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
6-point building or the 8-point,
I
but
think I'm
6.
okay with this.
Challenge accepted, by the way.
Right. Yeah. All right. Just wreck
Just-
Rome. That's fine.
Hold on.
Destroying Rome.
Why
And
not?
throw it up above your board if you would, please.
Yep.
Same with you, Ken.
Gotcha.
All right, and that
there you
is 2 turns.
All right. Well,
Oh, and this comes back. along with
yes.
this.
There you go.
Kind of feel like that's how this goes in this game a lot. Like, there's a
Someone sets
bit
me
of a
up.
domino, but then it stops on somebody's turn, and this time it happened to be Edward's turn.
Well, all right. So I feel like all I'm doing is setting
Corner
people
can also
up.
be a 5. I mean, high.
At least you
What
got.
I
At
did.
least you got a bridge out of it.
One bridge.
Yeah. How many am I gonna get?
You can get a bridge. I can
You
see
get
a
a
way you
bridge.
get a bridge.
Yeah, you could get a
Easily.
bridge.
Knock yourself out.
Yeah,
Two
man.
tiles and you get a bridge.
Great.
Oh, actually, hold on one second. Now that you mentioned that,
I know it.
hold on. I will place that there with a magistrate.
What the heck? You're so mean to me.
How does that mean?
I can't get that either place now. Neither place can be a 5. Jerk. That is
Or I'm just
strategic
looking at being
meanery.
able to place there for mine.
You could have done that. Just saying.
And you'll let somebody else complete that hex for you eventually?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we're good. And
Well, he is letting someone else complete
Yeah,
that
totally.
X1.
I mean, not. We'll see whether that actually is going to
all
happen.
right, everybody, look down. There we go. Okay, good, done.
Oh, that was so mean.
There's a
You can
board
be
for
mean to
that.
him back.
Right.
Glory to Rome.
All right.
I'm just sad. I'm not even mad. I'm just sad.
Sad glory to Rome.
Wow.
She's not even angry. She's just disappointed in you.
Pretty much. Yep.
That is totally worse.
All right. So those are 3s.
After watching PAX Emancipation the other day, this feels like a filler. Andrew Roman Godzilla.
All right. So I can do. if
No,
I
bridges do
that-
not complete, Eric.
So that's a 3, but that's never going to be a 3.
Rom, City of Meeple. I like that.
So, but this will never be a red. That's unfortunate.
Glory to Rhombus.
I guess I can hope. It seems too good to not get that. But then that does nothing. So if I place these tiles to try to get a bridge tile, the tiles I have just won't.
So this is the first game that I've seen people racing for bridge tiles, for what it's worth.
I think it had to do with where the hills were.
I think so, right?
Yeah.
Well, and that first placement, and everybody's like, well,
I mean, they were
The last game we played, people went for the aqueducts, but the tiles were closer to the aqueducts. So I
Right.
think it just sort of. I mean, I could see this game finishing with the gray never being activated.
So
you know,
that's
because everything's down here.
never
Yeah,
going
I can see
to-
that. Yeah.
Maybe not at the brown
Yeah,
either.
that's never going to be a 5. That's a
We also might never get
3.
up here, though, like,
1,
depending
2,
on.
Yeah,
3.
totally.
those.
And I do want to remind everybody, just because we're building out here, you can still build adjacent to those hills.
Yeah.
Okay? All right.
All right, so I need to get tiles. I can't use them this turn. So I've got to place a thing.
And here's the thing. Remember, you're giving 8 points to somebody who completes a red building, a stadium or arena or whatever. But you're also, if you have a magistrate there, you're also joining in the red
Yeah.
Imperium tiles. So there's that.
There's nowhere I can place. Oh, wait. No. I'm just trying to see if there's a place I can place this that even makes sense.
Well, if
Where-
you were to
where-
place
you
a
mean where-
red here,
where it could
No.
no, because
come
yeah,
There's,
I got
that's
you.
exactly
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
see what
trying to
you're
do,
saying.
Yeah.
and I
No,
don't
the
think
answer is no that I can see right now.
there
I mean, you could place it next to
is.
any of those, right?
Yeah, so you could place
Yeah.
it out here to where
But
it's
that's
pointing
not
at
gonna be
that.
for
It's
a
just,
long time.
it's a longer term play than I'd be comfortable with.
Yeah.
Well, actually, at the same time,
I have to grab 2 tiles, so that's what I'm doing this turn. So the other one's
Yeah.
just place the tile. So that's all I'm trying to figure out.
Or you could grab 4 tiles.
True.
But I don't even know what to get.
Yeah, make it a rebuilding year.
So Chad was at game day and he said nothing will ever be a
Okay.
red if the play on game day is any.
Nothing will ever be a red.
Yeah,
No, when I
we had
played,
one,
we had.
and we had one.
I mean, I see how you could do it if you save up actions.
Yeah, right.
Exactly,
Oh,
you
and use
spend
them as
Imperium
actions?
tiles.
But
exactly.
then, let's say you spend 4 or 5 actions on one.
Oh, well.
Is scoring 8 with 4 actions better than scoring 3 twice with 2 actions? You know what I
Because
mean?
you don't score points for Imperium tiles, remember.
Right.
Right.
You only
So
score if you have the most.
If you're not getting a majority of one, maybe it's worth just
Use it
spending
at the,
them.
at
Right.
the end, or closer to the
towards
end.
right. All right.
So you
your
just
turn.
took 2
Yeah.
sets of tiles.
Yep.
all right.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's funny. Like, you can definitely play this game mean, but I think it's like I could place like here and here, and that would hose like
He did it
Edward
to me.
and Jess.
I have no qualms with that.
You're not hosing
follow
me.
your heart.
Me wasting
no.
2 actions though.
You're
right?
not hosing me at all. Mine is never going to complete. So I'm
That's
just going
not
to take
true.
this back. No, not at the number I need it to. The influence is 0
that's
for me.
true.
So you're not
You're
hurting
right.
me at all. You're only hurting him who hurt me last time. So you should do
You feel
that.
good about it, but then,
Yes.
but then I'm
But you
also
still
wasting.
will get an Imperium tile.
I'm also wasting actions
If I
for
can wait that
myself.
long,
So
I may not be able to
think
wait.
fair.
I'm likely going to have to pull that back.
I'm
and
going
prove
to
your
take
point.
tiles for sure with 1 action.
Yeah. See, they're not going to finish it, so I'm going to end up just using that action to get them back.
And I'll think I'll take
Or I might
tiles
finish it.
with my
Why?
other action too. Call that good. Big old stack of tiles.
You should wait.
Big stack of
until
tiles
it's
feels good
painful
in this
to me.
game.
I mean,
Yeah.
Small stack of tiles feels very
Very
bad.
limiting. Yes,
Yeah.
that is true.
like no one's going to steal that from you, so you might as well just wait until the end.
Don't forget, those are active for you now. You can move them into your other
Yeah, they come into the middle.
The end
There you
of
go.
your turn,
Good
yeah.
call. Okay.
I could. I gotta start. I think I should start building. All right. Well, I'm definitely gonna take some tiles. I'm gonna take a blue one, and I think
Boy, going last right now hurts.
a blue one and a blue one and a yellow.
This is the
one?
woe is me he
Or blue and
does,
red
and then
one.
he kills us all. It doesn't hurt him at all. It's fine.
I'll take a blue and a yellow.
I did go 2-0 in PAX Premier.
That's nice.
This weekend.
Not easy
I can
to
no
do.
longer play the game. I don't know how to play anymore. I think I'm overthinking it.
All right.
I've consistently scored 0 points. I just can't do it anymore.
Ugh.
So I think I'm at my peak. I can't fathom it at all.
But I enjoyed your company.
Thanks.
Coins are worth nothing.
Yeah, coins are tricky. I'm curious about the whole coin thing. I mean, I get there's
Coins are worth a point each,
They're a
and
point
they're
each.
2
Why are they worth
points
nothing?
additional for whoever has the
Which is
most.
better than the
they're
risk
worth
of an
something
imperial
at the
tile.
long term.
But
What's
also,
the scoring on the imperial tile for?
it's 5 points for whoever has the majority of a color of Imperium tiles. But the thing about the coins is you get a coin whenever you build an aqueduct into a fountain.
Yeah.
But also, fountains score points for adjacent buildings
Right.
later on. So yeah,
Yeah,
there's-
that's
yeah.
true.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh, man, that is just
The usual.
gross. There's like no good options for this color. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Someone's just gonna block me. Whatever. We'll go over here. See if that goes anywhere. Probably won't.
All right, that's both your actions.
Yep. So these go over here now.
So I'm gonna take green and blue, and I'm going to take green and blue, and I'm done.
So you're really not going to
Finish the
complete those things on your own, huh?
No, I will next turn. I didn't have any.
You didn't have a green.
All right.
I didn't need the green.
No, you could have played.
thing. No.
I could have.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, if you guys want to ruin it, then you are more than welcome to.
I mean,
No, we can't ruin the one of them because it has to complete with the 4. Your blue one's safe.
no, it's not. I'm about to show you why it's not.
Yeah, you could go this leave spaces. I
Exactly.
Ken's about to put on a clinic.
see. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have the tiles to do it last time, but I mean,
Yeah.
now I basically have to.
Yeah.
So how many of y'all have not heard of this game until
All right, so those are
tonight
these.
or during the weekly look ahead today?
2.
I'd never heard of it until we played it on game day.
Okay.
I'd never heard of it before today.
And I looked it up on BGG after we played, and there were surprisingly few comments in the forum for a 2-year-old
Okay.
game.
So if I go like that,
Or 3-year-old game, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah. It's good, though.
4. That'd be a 4.
Puzzly.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't do that. go like that.
I may have gotten a little greedy. I may have pushed it a little.
Happens.
If so, well.
1, 2.
I get to show you what not to do if that's the case.
Hashtag good teacher.
Yeah, all right.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have no idea what to place on because it just feels, I
Yep.
don't know.
No, I mean, I think that's about as good as anything.
But you're done.
I'm deciding if I'm
right.
placing a magistrate, so if you'll give me a moment.
Sure.
So that would be 1, 2, 3.
It's never happened.
You're on both here, so maybe you'll want that to be a 3.
Oh, I guarantee I do, but I don't think I'll get a chance.
So 1, 2, and then that would be a 4.
That would just be spiteful if you did that, though. I'm curious to see what you do.
I mean, I can't unsee it now.
And that one needs to be a 4.
Oh, wow.
I guess I'm going to do that.
All right. Well, Mr. I can't unsee it. You don't have to be mean.
You're right. I choose to be. That's true. So I'm going to play here for sure.
Okay, which completes that as a 4 building.
Yep.
And you have majority influence, so that's going to be a blue. So another bathhouse.
That's
Are you
3 points.
3 for red?
And I'll
Hold
choose
on.
to place this here.
Black, are you?
I'll stay there.
Okay.
I think I should not leave this where it is. So I'm going to go ahead and take that.
Oh, that wasn't nearly what I thought you were going to do. So,
And then
well, oh,
I'm going to spend another action
maybe I spoke too soon.
to do this right here.
All right, glory to Rome. Seems good.
I don't think I'll place a magistrate.
That's not too terrible for you, though, because all you have to do is place
Right, right, and I
and you
can
can
pull
get both of them back, and you get an Imperial tile. Way
Right.
better than what you did to me, I'm just saying.
I believe you can only place 1 per player.
Right.
When you complete a building. So I will double check that real quick.
Oh, so you can only place it one time.
I believe I can only move 1 up when you complete.
Gotcha.
So. All right,
That's
so
a good
Andrew,
thing to
you're
know.
up.
Yep. So that's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 1 of their magistrates. So
Oh,
if I
sorry.
place this tile here,
Taking this
I only
guy,
remove 1 of them.
Getting this thing.
Okay.
But this may complete, so you
that's
could just do
annoying.
that.
Sure.
I have to take an action, or that guy's never coming home.
Well, now that he did that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all my fault.
It is. I hope you're proud of yourself.
I kind of am, actually.
Okay, well, there's that.
All right. Well, we're definitely doing this.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
So that's
And it's just you, huh?
that's just me. So
And cube.
3 points.
I'm going to assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have gone over
And
there.
then I think I'm really running low on tiles, but I still think I need to do this.
Yep. All right, and Dan confirmed can only place 1 of my magistrates, so.
Oh.
But you still...
Yeah, I know.
Have
I know.
abilities, you're
Right. There's
fine.
right.
Yeah, we'll go here.
In fact, both of those are even the number you want
Here.
when you place, so...
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Huh.
Okay.
Well, now.
So this
are
comes
you,
back.
Oh, you're done. You're not taking any extra actions. Because now that people have Imperium tiles, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
I think, right, this is the thing I was struggling with. I feel like I want to save it, and I don't want to spend it right away.
So- Me placing a
Plus
yellow
you're putting a
here.
little pressure because now you've got.
That's up too, right? That's the thing. If you would, if you didn't have another one,
Yeah.
If I place the yellow here, Andrew still has majority.
Yes.
So that doesn't. I'm not. Yeah. sum it up nicely, I think.
I mean,
You have two great moves, though.
I think so. I think that's what I have to do. So I will place, well,
Doesn't even matter what color.
it really doesn't. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the red since I don't have hope for that right now. So that's going to be one. Not going to place a magistrate. And then I will go ahead and place there.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that completes 2 buildings, and I
Nice.
choose the order in which they do.
Yep.
So I will place here first, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
which is going to be another bathhouse.
That's 3 points.
totally missed that.
That will go into blue. And then we complete this one, which is going to be green, which, I'll be honest, I forget what green is. I'm sorry, Dan.
Temple?
I think so. There, and we will go ahead and remove that there. I have no Imperium tile, so we're going to remedy that. I will take all these guys back, and I'll take a green and a blue.
Nicely
There you
done.
go.
And the turn of the pink player.
4. So
Is
that's
complete.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then... I don't have a green. But...
If I can offer an idea.
Well, I'm doing this.
Right. And
So
then
next,
if you
what
were
else?
to complete this, even though you don't have any, nobody has any influence there, unless you were to place a blue here with your magistrate, and then you remove this one, and then you complete this one, which will give you another. Or,
Right.
or,
What did you just say?
okay, may I?
Well,
Just
I know
as
what
an
I'm
example.
doing. So I have an idea. Maybe start with that. So
Okay.
I was going to place something, probably not this one, but a tile here and complete this at 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sure.
Yep.
And that takes care of that.
And then
So
you can
yes,
place the
then
blue
there's
up
down
there.
here, and that would be 1, 2, 3.
Which needs a blue as
So
well.
I could do the blue one down here,
Either
place
way.
on it, and that would be a
Same
4.
effect.
Yeah.
But I don't have to place the blue one there.
But it does the exact same thing because it'll complete for that. So
Right.
we're
Right.
saying the same thing.
Yeah, no, that's what
Or-
I was thinking.
Or you
What?
don't place a magistrate on either of those 2 tiles if you wish to do so. It would benefit me more, but it's just something.
I don't know what you mean. Why would I not place a magistrate?
Because then you would place a fountain here, which a fountain will get you more points at the end of the
But
game.
I'm going to get them both back. So why would I not place a magistrate? I don't need to help you right now.
I'm just trying to explain for don't forget to think about
Yeah.
fountains. That's
Yeah.
all. I'm not saying in this exact instance.
Yeah, this seems like a
Big
bad
picture.
place to do a fountain.
But I want to remind you, Jess, about the benefits of fountains is all I'm trying to
Yes.
say.
I understand the benefit of fountains. It would give you a bunch of points.
Not
and
in
me
this
one.
case. I give up.
Why would it not give you points? If the
Jess?
aqueduct gets over there.
I'm saying not right now. I'm reminding you.
Okay,
About
I think you've done that several
We've
times.
beaten the horse. We're good. Move on.
Okay.
Yep, it's dead.
Yes.
Okay. So that one down here with this guy. And then who do I want to get rid of?
Good, Dinro.
Sure. All right, so that completed those.
2 blues.
So that's 6 points.
A blue one. Jess.
Oh yeah, it's backwards. Sorry, double-sided, that's right.
And you're removing both those guys, which means
Because I think,
at the end
well,
you're going to
I
get
could leave him
Do one at a time, if I may, and then
Yeah.
put your markers on them.
so that's a
right.
blue.
And even if you don't take them off,
three.
that's still a blue, right?
It is.
Yep.
Nobody's on that though.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it
have
could
to.
be a yellow, but it'd be not likely.
I'll take 2. Well, you're in blues. Blues aren't great. Okay.
Will you place a
gonna-
marker, please?
Yeah, cube.
Oh yeah, right there.
Sir.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to do that.
Sorry, Dimitri. Yeah, something happened on that. Things got wonky when I set up the streams today. Sorry about that.
Okay, so it's gonna be 2
Go
points.
ahead and do that. Take this guy back. And then I will do that. Place there. Do that. Back.
Ownership marker, please.
Right.
2 points.
And
3
then,
points.
3 points, sorry, yeah.
seeing that I have no tiles of any kind here, I will take a third action and get a green and a blue.
Okay. And take your dudes back.
Take my dudes, get a green and a blue Imperium marker.
Well, I think I need to... Yeah, that's fine. We'll set it up for next time. So we'll put this here.
Yep.
Bring the guy back. Yeah, I'm fine with that. All right, so I'll put that there.
Yep.
So this is going to finish. It will be
Yellow. 5 points.
Yep. Okay, so I'm at 11. This one's coming off.
Hasn't changed on our end, Dan.
Printed black.
Oh yeah, thank you. Okay. So it's 1, and
Take a second
I
action.
can take some tiles, I guess.
That's what it looks like.
That's a good plan, or you're not going to pass.
Yep. Oh my god. I think I need green and blue. I definitely need blue. Gosh, the greens are so situational. That's fine. I'll take a blue and a green.
You're done?
Yeah. Okay. So these shift over, and this comes back like this.
Okay. So if I were to go... I hate that you have a green guy there right now.
I know, because that would be really cool, except...
Remember, fountains.
Fountains.
No, I know. And if I place a fountain, I can actually start it off. But the problem is, I only have one green tile.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's okay. I think I see something. We'll see.
That's definitely going to work.
So there, and placing a magistrate there will be a green.
Okay.
There, and
I
will. And black, are you coming up?
1, 2. Yeah,
That could still be a 4.
It could be a 4, but it won't be a 5. So I'm fine with that coming
Oh,
back.
right, that's a 5.
It could be a
Could be a
5.
5.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be a 5. That's
Yeah.
true. Is that worth that staying there though? I guess it's like.
They're gonna kill
Sort
you.
of weird
Look what they did to me.
Because
I'm
like
gonna warn
it
you.
incentivizes
They're
the rest
gonna
of us
get
to
you.
set it up so it's not a 5, right?
Yep, they're gonna
It
hurt you. Andrew. Don't let them.
That's such a weird.
I feel like they're gonna leave one blank just to get you.
I'm not going to do that, but I do have plans.
Yeah, I think they're gonna hurt you.
I mean, the problem with this is like if it was anyone but Edward, but the fact that both of you are going. No, that's I were right after you.
These are the mean ones.
No, I think it's worth it just to come up here.
Yeah. I mean, an Imperium tile is still pretty nice.
Yeah, and like
It's a pretty
I'm probably
solid
not going to be fighting for the green one, so that's
back
basically a
benefit.
bonus action.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with that.
All right, so we connected to the
Yep.
white. So we'll go ahead and bring this out. I place 3 immediately. That'll go, actually, 1, 2, 3.
Very selfish.
Yep.
Seems like it.
And that's both of my actions. I don't mind. That's a fountain.
So when does that move from there? When you hit what point?
Oh, what do you mean? There? It can branch out either that way or that way.
How?
By taking
When
action.
somebody
By
takes
hitting-
the aqueduct
Oh, you'd have to
action.
take the aqueduct
Yeah.
action. Okay. That's right, because it's when you hit this. And
Yeah.
And I will go ahead and, let's see, how many Imperium tiles in green and blue? Yeah. I'll go ahead and spend my blue blue.
Yep.
Not for any other reason than I'm losing majorities. And I'll go ahead and place
close
that
that
bad
out while
boy
you
there and place that there. Now, I'll decide on that momentarily. Yeah, if
You have
one.
some?
Yep.
Yeah. But that's definitely 3 points.
Oh, well, yeah, so that's going to be 3 for pink.
Yep.
So now do I keep it there? Because I only have 1 Imperium tile right now. Blue, okay, that's not going to complete. This could be 4. You know what? He's going to hang out.
Yeah, all right.
So I will take my green one, though.
Yep.
Thank you, and done.
meh.
And Andrew gets his at the end of his next turn, is that what it is?
Correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it just stays there.
Yeah.
That's the other thing that's annoying about this.
Yeah.
You can recall earlier.
Oh, your turn, yeah, because it sits there. But he would just be sitting there.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I mean, it didn't matter that much.
It was going to get screwed no matter what.
1, 2.
And I think your other guy's in a place where he can't make
Oh, that's
a
5.
3 now, right?
No, but he'll just sit
that's
there and wait.
5.
If
And
someone
eventually
else,
pop off and at least be an Imperium.
either I'm going to make that a
Likely.
4 or someone else will, and then I'll pop off.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth 2 actions to do that. Interesting. I should get tiles. That's what I should do. Yeah, because otherwise I have nothing this turn. But there's nothing I can place these guys on unless I place both of them. This is my hardship. If I place both of them, I can score 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have no tiles next time, which I guess just means I double tile take. This isn't the worst thing in the world. Or get my guy back that's never coming home. Sure. 1, 2, there. So that's a 5.
Correct. And that'll be a yeller. Throw your marker on it. Good job. Are you placing him or not? And 5 points.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. No, I don't think he's. I need these guys too bad. Put them on yellow.
Okay.
All right, so that's my turn. So I get a yellow in him back.
Okay.
Now, real quick,
Yeah.
do you wish to spend any of your Imperium tiles to take tiles or anything else like that?
True, I could do that.
Because then you would be able to use them for next turn. So, just ideas. For those wondering, we have 5 blue, looks like 6 yellow, and I think 7 green left. So
So it's getting late early is what you're saying.
It is.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I think I'm gonna use them, but I can use as many as I want, right?
correct, you just can't take that. Technically, you don't have this or this yet.
Right.
So I have.
So there you go. So yes. So these you don't have.
I have
because-
2 of these, right? Because
Correct.
that's at the end of your turn.
Correct.
Right.
So why don't we do this?
Sure.
That's interesting.
I feel like this is like the 2 Life crew of Euro games. Nasty as you want to be.
All right, so I'm gonna give that back, and I can take any of these actions.
Yeah.
Well, in theory.
Really?
Some people like that
You're
more
blowing
than
a tile
others.
on that?
Yep. Well, it's
Okay.
points, and then maybe I'll get more points.
Great.
There's a board for that.
And sure, I'll take a green and a blue, just so I have something for next time.
This seems short-sighted. Okay.
Somebody's bitter.
And now,
Very, because remember, they cannot intersect.
right.
So in other words, white has basically cut off, the white aqueduct has basically cut off that corner of the board.
I mean, you could get back there, but
You could, but you're going to
It's a
go
lot
take
of
the
work.
long route. And
lot
did
of
I
work.
mention
Oh,
there's
actually,
only...
this can't complete, right?
What can't
Might
complete?
like that. This.
I'm actually fine with that.
That really?
It helps you because I'll have to go
Really?
through
I
you.
think it's funny though. Just
Really?
I'll have to go
that's
through you,
awesome.
but
Nice.
I don't know that I want to help you, but I have to. That way I could go through and get to those guys.
That sucked.
There's other aqueducts. Go build those.
Yeah, they're
No,
so
I mean,
close.
Hurry up.
Like, the way you had it set out was just going to score me some immediate points.
That's why
So,
I changed it.
I know. I'm still going there. I mean, it's not going to stop me from going there.
Yeah, that's
It's
going to
just
happen.
Gonna
Okay.
slow it down a little bit.
it's
So
gonna
that's a
be 3
blue.
points
Yep.
For red.
I will remove my magistrate here. Definitely taking tiles with my other action. And then the question is...
Ooh.
What can/should I do?
So I'm curious, Dan. She aqueduct. That's funny. Dan, what? How many red buildings do you guys normally score in your games? I'm curious to hear.
When I played with them, there were definitely a couple, but it was smaller player count, so maybe we were. And
Sure, yeah.
I think we started with hills over here,
Right.
so it was
Okay. A
more.
little more
Oh, yeah,
open.
yeah.
Yeah. Good call.
More than anything, I'm debating whether I just should take 2 more tiles with a third action. I will. It's always nice to have a couple extra, especially in colors that can actually score. Do that.
No Imperiums?
I did. I took 1 Imperium.
Okay,
I took
so
a
you're
total
done?
of 3 actions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dan says normally 2 on average or
Okay.
so.
So I'm getting
Okay.
this guy back, getting that.
Okay.
Me.
All right.
That would have been my guess.
Okay. Well, first thing we're doing is turn
I mean,
this
because
thing back
I
around.
made it down there for you. See,
bet we are.
I was nice.
I was happy about that.
Well, it was coming over here. I assure you,
I
on
was
my
hoping-
turn, it was.
I know.
I believe you.
Yeah, I was willing to spend Imperium tiles to bring it all the way over and connect all of mine.
You still can. You just have to hit theirs too.
Okay.
I don't want to. Now.
And it's piece
Would only
limited,
hit
so it
one
can only
of
go
his.
so far.
1, 2.
Yeah. Yeah, and it is
3,
piece
4,
limited.
5,
and that's why I
6.
put it out here so people could see it, because that's the only
Yeah.
one that's in play, right?
All right.
would
It
take
looks like
all of
the only
them.
one that maybe will ever be in play.
Okay. So I'm gonna take these 2. And
Okay, so
then
that's 2.
I'm gonna spend this one to take this one.
4 in a row.
Wow.
I mean,
Do
had
it.
to.
How can you not?
Yeah,
Well
exactly.
done.
I like
Well,
your
I was actually going to.
Just
Once
jack
he
all
did
those
that,
up.
I was pulling both of those.
Right. Yeah.
There went that.
All right. So this comes back to me. And that is it.
Wow.
You don't want to use
That
extra
pile gets
actions?
small and you gotta jump on it, man.
Yep.
Nobody has green. No, you have one.
I
He
have
does.
1
He
green.
can, yeah.
Yeah, I can spread these out.
All right, one action is going to take these for sure.
Might be a short game.
I don't want to. I was thinking about building the aqueduct there, just as a paint build.
Yeah, that would be
funny.
Clearly something you could do.
Because that's going to be a lot of points for them.
Yeah, Ken, you and I can work
I'll
this
leave
out,
it up
right?
to you.
What's that?
You and I can work this
Yes,
out, right?
with me that I have to pull
think
my
we have to
back
try to set up
straight
here.
and my
We
lack
have
of
some
moves.
Yeah.
You have all the moves, but you'll leave it to me to waste them.
I really would like a blue tile right now. Oh, you know what? Actually,
I mean, you got a couple on the board.
oh, you know what? All right, Jess, you talked me into it.
All right.
That's cold.
And that's what's got to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not too disappointed.
I'm okay.
You were, yeah,
You got your money out of it.
you did.
We're gonna. Boy, this is an ugly, mean game, dude. Wow.
I think
All
it's
right.
just, yeah,
Jess.
we tend to turn these games into
Gotta
this. This is what
imagine
I'm
the
starting
Emperor
to
looking at this
see.
and being like, guys, this aqueduct's really,
Not how we did it.
really not what I envisioned.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's like Rome, city of potholes.
You need to play with different people. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, I'm in last and I'm having a good time, so.
That's still close.
It is, but I'm in
Pretty
last.
close.
You have a lot of pieces out there. So. 1, 2. What can I do? Again, going to need tiles. I don't know that I want to use, but oh, and you have a blue there, so that doesn't work. Because that would be a 4. Okay, so never mind. Ugh.
This is the meanest we have played this game, I will say.
Really?
I think that
It
I
is.
feel like though, the better you understand the
That's
game,
bad.
the more opportunities there are to be mean.
Yeah, exactly. If Nero and Caligula or go ahead.
Right.
Adjacent.
Yeah, where are the fire tiles?
Fountains are 1 point, right?
Yeah, let me go through here. Final scoring real quick for fountains. I'm just gonna set that there. Aqueducts that are connected are 2 points. Fountains
Yeah.
are 1 point for every building adjacent to the fountain.
So it's
Does
just
that
1
answer your
point.
question?
Yeah, that doesn't seem. I'm not seeing a reason to do that. All right, so I have 1, 2.
Don't forget to like and subscribe down below, you guys.
This is what I have.
Support the show, pledgehc.com.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I put a blue one here, but that's going to be you, not me, for a fountain. So that's useless. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would make a fountain. Again, you. 1, 2.
Chad says Caesar is executing all of us for the city plan.
Right? So I could get that to complete it 4, and then force that to complete it 4. But that'll be a fountain
Why would it be?
because he's blue.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at a different hex.
This would be a fountain.
Yep.
All I can do is get that, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So I was looking on eBay or on Twitter today, and somebody mentioned that they already bought a copy of Quebec in anticipation
Nice.
of
Of the
Friday
stream.
streams.
Nice.
Because they saw it for cheap, and they were like, "I'm gonna go ahead and buy that now."
So I will say another game I
No,
just
he's fine.
Go ahead.
never heard of.
I'm just going to place
Until we
those
played it.
2.
But
Put a guy.
man,
Real surprising.
Right
yeah,
really
good.
surprising in a good way.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know if you guys are going to get to
3
see
points.
this repeated, because I'm not sure if I'm going to make the stream or not, but I really struggled with how the scoring works, like, profoundly, in sort of an embarrassing way.
I do remember that. It's like
So
it
now
changes
you're
every time.
kind of incentivized to want to complete this because it would be a fountain for you. Actually, you all are, right? Because it'd be a fountain for you, fountain for you.
I mean, everybody not named Andrew is motivated to have that completed, plus Imperium
Or maybe
tiles.
because we all are, nobody
Then
is.
nobody is, right. But Imperium tiles are still better than not while they're still out. And by the way, blue is out. There are 2 yellow.
Like 4
and there
green,
are
maybe?
4 green.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, really my only choice is if I remove it, I get a blue tile, which isn't going to give me majority, but I could use as an extra thing, and then you're going to score it versus it being a fountain. So I'm only taking points away from you, really. I have very few people, is my problem.
And there's the rub.
But I'm probably only doing one thing next time anyway.
Sometime later in September, Vincent. Not sure when.
Oh, I could place that one. Oh, I so don't trust you guys at all.
I haven't done anything nasty.
Yeah, you did. You were the first one to do it.
Not on purpose.
Do you see my guy you cut off? You still did it and could have changed it. You did not. I don't. So my question is, do I leave him?
They must be different colors.
Oh, right. All right. So yellow.
So you're spending an Imperium tile to do that?
No, I only.
That was her second action.
No, the second.
Oh, I did. No, he's
you
right.
placed
Oh,
two
the
tiles.
Oh, good call, you did.
Shoot. And if I don't,
You probably should.
I have to.
So does that mean you want to put your? Does that mean you want to move this guy so you'll have a Imperium tile, or maybe it doesn't matter?
I don't know that it matters.
It probably doesn't matter.
Wow.
Jute. Because I was thinking I could take 2 green, which since I can't complete anything. But you guys may do something.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll have something I can do. No, I'll leave them.
Okay. Sir.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a long game. Like, this isn't, it's just not a long game. Oh, that's dirty.
1.
Yeah.
Two.
I missed
was
that.
the smart thing to do.
I missed that.
I was going to do that.
Damn it.
So that'll be a yellow.
I'm not placing it for you.
I can't reach
Stretch.
it. So.
All right. Nah, 5 points for you.
And I don't think it's a good idea to just rely on you guys placing a tile here to make that a green.
Yeah, I don't like your chances of that. I'm gonna go out on a limb there.
So I'm gonna go ahead and spend an Imperium tile and place that there. I will have also pulled
For the
this
yellow.
back. Yeah.
Okay, and this
And I'll
for the
pull
green.
that guy back too. Yep.
That's 2
Gonna
more
put a
points.
marker on that.
And since I'm spending these things like candy anyway, why not?
Very nice.
Blue.
That's
And
another 3 points.
well, it's a matter of which of you two takes second. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Not a single fountain.
Take your tiles.
Wow. Yet.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, I'm not doing. Oh.
1, 2,
Wow.
3, 4.
Can we stop giving him points,
Two.
please?
He just keeps finding them.
I know.
And 1 yellow. 1, 2. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Maybe I should have left that blue on there. No, that would have just been like incentive for you guys to
Block it.
block it. Yeah. Oh well.
1, 2, 3. Okay, that makes sense to put there. And then I could put another one there. And then I have to put another one down, which would probably be
Oh,
that one.
and they should have moved over. Sorry.
I only have 2 guys. There's not many. Ugh.
Matt's giving you props, Ken.
I'll take it.
That was a good turn, though.
What I took last
Felt good.
Yeah.
Felt good.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 2 green.
I do.
Yeah.
You got 1 yellow. Oh, wow. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like this is a layup for someone else.
As you do.
Okay. If I put, let's see, I could do this here with a guy. And then one of these maybe.
Just
Here.
wasting a blue. That's so gross to me.
Because he wants the blue. It's not
And he's
bad.
got-
he
he's
just
got-
wants
Well,
the
there's no
blues.
blues.
He has plenty of them.
I
know.
It doesn't feel like wasting them.
It's a good
He's
plan.
He's got a million of them.
If I do that, do I want, I need the other guy out.
You can take an action to do that. Just saying.
Yeah, thanks.
So these two things are definitely happening.
I think so. I'm just trying to debate if I put a magistrate on there or not.
Yeah.
And I think
I'm going to assume.
Maybe not.
Okay.
I mean, it's not looking good for that hex.
Or that one.
No.
So it's this one is the only question, right? Oh, I'm terribly bitter, but no, not really bitter. Just
Man, you know, if you had a blue, you could play right there.
there's sign language going on. You guys aren't privy to.
I mean, Andrew has another blue.
I don't think it's an official ASL though.
Fair.
if we tie on greens, we split the points.
Yeah, no,
Or-
it's
No.
a fountain.
It's a fountain. No, on the
Majority
end game
score.
score for the
You
Imperium.
you both get 2
We get
points.
2 each,
You get 2 each.
which hurts you worse than it does me. Says the guy in last.
So I don't really care about that then.
Yeah, I mean, you got 5 points on your board.
So maybe we
right?
do
You get
this.
5 points.
And then
And you have
spend this.
I'm the person in last.
Well, okay. So this scoring happens first.
Since we're announcing it, I'm actually technically the
So
person in last.
I'm gonna bring this back. So I got 5 points for the yellow building, and then I could. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Okay. I spend this to put this here, and spend this to put
Oh,
this
killing me, Smalls.
here.
Okay.
Where do I want to do it? Ugh. No, that's fine. We'll just do it this way. Okay.
That's a blue.
That's a blue. So that is 3 points. And here will
And
come
put an
off.
ownership marker on
And
it.
ownership. Okay. And so these come back.
And you're done with your turn.
I'm done. Keeping this 1 yellow I have.
All right.
Oh boy. It ain't getting better. I think the one obvious move for me is this.
Which gives him aqueducts coming out to him.
He doesn't have to bring them to me.
Oh,
You can, though.
Where's the?
Because there's nothing else out, so
There you
he
go.
does have to bring them to you.
Well,
Because
I can
3
think of
have to
some
go
ways he
out.
would.
You guys have
Bring 'em.
plenty of opportunity to not make that
I'm gonna
happen.
go 1, 2,
Okay.
3, like that. Then that's going to be a.
There's a path.
That's hilarious. It's 2 points.
And obviously that's going there,
Yep.
there, which will go there. So that's one action.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, I don't like it, but it was a good play.
You're going to make me build your fountain, aren't you?
Possibly.
Remember, you're wrong. I'm the person in last.
For a second action.
Oh, well.
You really should just finish that thing down there, Edward.
What?
That thing.
This?
Yeah.
So he can get his piece back. Everybody wants you to get
his piece back and get a thing.
He could get his piece back here too.
getting-
He's not going to do that either, Andrew.
I'm not going to do either, of course.
No.
Actually, it does make more sense, I guess, for a little fountain action. I'm good with that. There you go.
Well, I don't know. This could be points, though, right? Did you
Could
figure
be
that
points,
out?
but
Yeah, but I don't. Well, he's.
1, 2, 3,
That's
4.
1 for me, 2 for Kent. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yes, that doesn't make a lot of
No,
sense.
this one does, though, because
Yeah.
that's 4.
Fine, put a blue down.
all right. That's 3 points.
See, it wouldn't even let you make the action that helps because that was too many points. You can't leave that.
I know you're coming back.
Yeah.
So there. Then I will spend one of my greens, which I'm about to get back anyways, and I'm going to go 1, 2.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn, so I'll pull. I got the green for him, I need a blue for that.
There you go.
Done. That should be my last full turn, I imagine.
Yep. Probably.
Right? I can imagine enjoying the game, I just can't imagine winning the game. I feel you.
So that could be 2.
Just a quick reminder, somebody triggers the end of the game, nobody can use Imperium tiles anymore.
Yeah.
You get a single action
Right.
to finish the game. That's
Right.
it.
So you're saying I wouldn't want to have no tiles?
It'd be bad.
It's not the ideal situation in which to do so.
And if somebody triggers the end of the game, they complete their turn.
Right, and then
Yeah,
everybody
I sort
else
of
gets one action.
Sounded implied, but
Yeah.
yeah.
No one's going to make that 5. Ugh. This is useless.
I think it's funny I'm putting these out.
Because that's neat. I can't do the thing. I was trying to see if I could magically make this a 3, but it's not going to be. That's going to be a 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's a 5 I need. So I couldn't do it. Oh well. So that's a fountain.
Okay, so what? First things first, you complete them in the order you want to complete them, and you pull magistrates as you wish to. So what order are you doing this in?
This I can't do crap with. So that just becomes a fountain because I can't do anything with it.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So put a fountain down on that.
That's
if
what
you
I was
would,
saying.
please.
I was trying to figure out was
Isn't that 4?
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, so that's...
So
that
the
one
order
counts for
does
that.
matter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it doesn't really. Oh, okay. So
Yes,
I can
it does.
take. Well, but I give you points.
This is a fountain anyway,
No.
right?
No, if she completes this first and pulls this off, then this completes and I'm the
Right.
only one.
Right.
Or
Right.
But
So
if she completes it second,
it's 2 fountains here, so I don't know what she wants to do
why
potentially.
would this be a fountain?
If she pulled that off,
If it
Oh.
came off entirely, then.
But if she just completed this and didn't pull it off...
true.
Right.
Well, no, this is going to be a fountain no matter what.
Yeah.
So throw a fountain down there.
Do I have one?
Oh, hold on, I'm being wrong.
Oh.
Fountains are there, and that's going to be a blue no matter what.
Unless she pulls it off.
she could pull it off to get a coin.
Correct.
Are you,
Because-
speaking of which, are you...
It starts with yes.
Oh.
No.
You're not going to?
No. Why would I do that?
So I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will go there.
But
That's looking like
you just
3
get
points
3
right now.
points. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. I can't figure it out. math.
I don't think
It's
there's a
not
way to
gonna do it.
stop that from happening. Though.
I mean, you're still getting 3 points.
Like he's gonna get coins at some point.
Yeah.
Or what?
Yep.
What do you mean? How would he get coins at some point, no matter what?
Well, because he could have finished that on his last turn. Like no matter when the game was ending.
No. I'm taking this turn.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
either pull it and get a point,
Right.
a coin,
And
right?
deny him 2 points.
And then that's it. You just would pull it and get a point.
Correct.
And then we're tied.
And then that would be another fountain, which would get you points, but
Right.
only you right now. But that's
3
about to
points.
complete. So there's that.
Which is more than 2. So.
Right.
Okay.
So all right. So there. So now Jess completes the other one. That's a blue one.
Yep.
Put your marker on it.
So that's
3.
3.
And I assume you're pulling your dude off.
Okay.
All right. So.
Oh, hey, Henry from Costa Rica.
Man. I think the smart thing is for me to trigger the end of the game.
Do it.
Because I don't think a combination of situations where, like, other people play the aqueducts or that kind of nonsense is really going to help me.
Makes sense.
So, I'm going to have to take, I think the smart thing to do is take 4 actions here. That's next to a fountain, so that seems like a nice place to build that.
Blue building.
Blue building.
Ownership marker.
He's going to return here.
Okay. So 3 points.
Oh, yeah. Got it.
And then, I think I'll build over here. Green building.
Ownership marker.
Yep.
2 points.
That's
Going to
2
return
points.
there. And then I have to take 2 more actions to end it because I can't take 2 greens at once.
Right.
And when I look around the board and see what people have, I don't think I'm winning any of these anyway, but I suppose in theory, those are the 2 I should take off.
Red and green, red and green. A little Christmassy.
Yeah.
So that will trigger the end of the game. Your turn's done, right?
My turn is over.
All right, so pull your dudes back.
Get a couple of Imperium tiles.
Okay.
And now everybody gets 1 action,
Yep.
no Imperium tiles.
This is still coming back.
It
right?
is
Are
at
the
the end of your turn.
tiles worth something at the end, or you just see a 5 you can use? Because you didn't have to take those 2 red tiles.
I had to take something because you take 2 tiles at a time.
You have to be different colors.
Yeah, you couldn't take the.
Have to be different
And
colors.
to
Yeah.
get the green,
Yeah, I mean,
you
if I
needed
didn't
that.
have
I
to,
hear you.
yeah.
Yes, Alan. Exactly. The gaps are what make this mean. Yes.
Does anyone? No. Okay.
And, you know, the direction of aqueducts. So,
Think-
Andrew gets a single action.
Yeah, I think I have to use this somewhere. So I'm just trying to decide if it matters where. The only fountain's over there. There's no way I'm getting next to it. I can't get next to any aqueducts. Oh, no, I can. No, wait, no, it doesn't go through it. Damn it. So I don't know if it matters. So I guess I'll just.
I think
put it over
there are places you can play that are worse.
here. Yeah. I think that's a reasonable place.
Like if you played here, you'd let somebody get a bridge tile, right? Like that.
Yeah.
That's not a great place.
Right, and going here opens up more
Yeah.
spots to open stuff up, so I'll go there. So that's going to be 3
I assume you're
points.
putting a
Yeah, I'm putting
magistrate on
my there.
Okay. Yep.
It's coming off.
Coming back, getting that all-important 3rd blue tile.
Yep. Did you give me 3 points or no?
I did not.
Okay.
I am terrible on the point.
Thank you. That is it.
All right, so I could place a tile here and put a fountain there, but that helps everyone not name me. So that seems foolish. Mm-hmm. I don't see a good move, in all honesty.
Oh, because there's not a there's not a yellow either. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I could put a fountain there. That's not ideal. put a fountain there. That's not an ideal.
I don't hate this idea though.
Yeah, I reckon you don't. Nothing can I complete over here or anywhere else or down here.
Right.
You never got your.
Oh yeah. Well, no, that doesn't come back yet.
Oh, it's right at the end of your turn. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh. You know what? Hold on one second. No, it doesn't work retroactively. Wow. I don't think I have a move.
Not a positive point move, right?
Yeah.
You could do stuff.
Not a positive point move, and there's no way that anybody's going to help me with it. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, because they can't intersect. I was thinking I could play a tile here, but that is only no.
I mean, it's not... I guess I get one more action, right?
You do. Yeah.
Yeah, because Jess is going to be skipped as well.
Yeah.
Well... What tiles do you have? You have red and green, right?
I have red and green. Nothing great, really.
So, okay. Let's be nasty. If I were to place a yellow here, it makes sure you won't play a tile here. But then you'll play here. If I play here, it'll be... Nah, okay.
Yeah, if you place down here, you're giving me the opportunity to get that tile.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
'Cause screw you.
Certainly didn't generate any possibilities for me. And I mean, like, Jess, I guess, could, like, extend the aqueduct.
That doesn't help.
But why would she do that?
Right.
No, I'm not taking a last.
Yeah, so she's done. So, Ken, you're up.
So I do have a move that'll get me a couple of points, which is to do that. Activate Brown.
Oh, yep.
And take 3. And it doesn't really matter which one I take it to. So I'll just take it to that one. It seems nicer.
All right, so that is the end of the game. So we go into final scoring. All right, so bridge tiles. Oh yeah, and thank you, my all-important coin here. All right, so bridge tiles. I get 3. 1, 2, 3. Jess?
5.
5.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I heard 6 over there on red.
2.
And black. Draw better.
Nice.
Okay, so then aqueducts. Each civic building connected to an aqueduct gets 2 points. So I'm going to get 2, 4, 6 points total for pink to 24. Blue?
2.
2. Black?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. And red?
4.
4. Then fountains. Each civic building adjacent to a fountain gets 1 point. Is that the only fountain on the board?
Yep.
Okay, so pink gets 1, blue gets 2, and red gets 2.
Gross.
Coins. 1 point per coin. And then whoever has the most coins. 2 points. There. And then Imperium tiles. I have 2 green.
You got it.
You got it.
I get 5. 2, 5. Jess has...
I have no more. I'm scoring.
Done. Blue,
That's
none.
fine.
And black...
Score 10
Blue and
for
yellow.
Andrew.
Blue and yellow, 10 points.
None.
2, 8, 38. Final scoring. Ken, 41. Andrew, 38. Me,
Lots of complaining and still came in
33.
third.
26. There you go. Yeah, pretty good teacher, I would say, in that regard. Oof. All right, start on that side of the table. What would you think of Rome, hate drafting, and mean city of marble?
So we played this at a game day, and like halfway through the first game, I was sort of like, what's the point of this? But then by the end, I was like, wow, I really played poorly, but now I kind of get it.
Obviously. The rest of us have not.
No.
This was better. I mean, it's a really good abstract. There's still a lot for me to figure out, I think, but like the tempo of like when you have tiles and when you don't have tiles.
Yeah.
That's the game, I think, more than anything else.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Being on time or off time of everyone else.
Exactly
or the
right.
other, right?
Yeah, when that turn comes around where you could do a bunch of cool things if you had tiles and you don't have any tiles.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
Yeah.
And you know, there was that round where I think I had 4 actions. I placed 4 tiles and I got 3 Imperium tiles. I think that was probably the difference between me and Andrew. I think.
Oh yeah, that won you the game. That was the best
huge.
move of the game for sure. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
So it's your first game, Andrew.
Yeah, I don't know what to think of it. It's interesting. I mean, I did well, but I don't know if I fully can claim credit for that. I wonder, like, if at the beginning, because everything you do sets up an opening for someone else.
Yes.
So it's like that tempo thing really is important, and I almost wonder if it's like if you're going first in this game, should you just take tiles, and then does that lead to everyone taking tiles, and then is there some sort of weird game of chicken going on?
So I actually remember we talked about like I was thinking about my first turn. If I had been first, I would have just taken 4 tiles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense, right? Because you don't want to leave the opening, because Jess took a turn.
But
it
at
seemed
some
fine.
point, okay, so if everybody took 2 or 4 tiles,
right?
Then now we start over with 8 tiles.
Yep.
Right. That's
So you just
what
sort of
I'm
have
wondering.
to somebody else play suboptimally.
So then, it's not suboptimal necessarily. It's a matter of getting off time, but being able to maximize when you do so.
Right.
At least I think.
There's some nice variability too. Like if you start with the cities over here,
Yeah.
That
you can put
could change things a
these in
lot,
play
yeah.
earlier.
So this was a very tight game. First of all, we're playing with 4 players. Second of all the cities starting were over here, so we couldn't even come over near the aqueducts. The other time that I played this game at 2 players, it was not like that. It was across the board. It's obviously a lot more open. Going for tiles was good, and definitely, what's Dan's counterpart? It's Dan and...
I can't. Sorry, Dan. Sorry, Mrs. Dan.
Yes. He taught me and definitely didn't take it easy on me, but there was a lot more you could do. You didn't feel so hemmed in, and so it doesn't have to be mean, because Dan Ralph says in this, maybe too mean for you. Honestly, I've never seen it playing this mean. It's just
it's our fault.
Who you're watching. But I am going to give that caveat, is that, and honestly, I've been feeling it with you guys for a while. You guys are meaner than the average bear. But like, so do take that. No, it was him this time. But do take that into consideration, that this does not have to be played that way. You don't have to go in and just cap people off and know that their person's going to be stuck out here the entire game. Or say, oh, you can go and finish it now. Like you can play that way, but I doubt the majority of groups are going to play it that way.
Yeah.
And I didn't. Obviously, it impacted me greatly. But like, there were a couple places I saw. I'm like, oh, I can be really mean. I can be really mean. No, I'm going to go over here. You don't have to play it that way. And if everybody's kind of on the same page with that, then they'd be
right. You dictate how you want this game played. Right.
So it is player dependent. So don't This definitely was a mean play of it, but please don't take that as the game.
And there's a point where you're being so mean that you're counterproductive to yourself.
Absolutely.
Right.
So, That play
I really don't think it has to be though.
You off. I didn't really block you off. I just sort of wasted an action there.
Yeah.
Because you figured out a way to score it anyway.
Right. And so I guess it makes sense to a point, but at some point it might not. It might just be cutting off your nose to spite your face, just to be mean to be mean.
I think if you have the choice between a good move that helps you and hurts somebody else, and a good move that just helps you,
sure, that makes sense. I get that, right?
Yeah.
But to be spiteful, we have terms for that, which I don't think anybody was, and I didn't intentionally do it.
I mean, you could have reversed the move once I pointed out how mean it was. You didn't. I don't think you can complain.
But yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, like,
innocent.
if you happen to draw the 4 and I draw that 2, you win by a point, right?
Right.
It was pretty close.
Right. And by the way, Dan didn't mean Frank, meant your wife. So.
Like, Frank's the guy. Oh, right. No, Dan and Frank.
So yeah, overall, though, want to play it more, or
I would try it again. I'm not. Yeah, like it's the kind of thing where it's like on the fence for me, where I would want to play it again, but I don't know if I'd. It wouldn't be the thing at the moment that I would like go to a game day for. If that makes sense.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but it plays pretty fast. I feel like
it does. I mean, it's an hour.
True.
It's an hour game at most. When everybody knows the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's I mean, arguably on the long end of thinky filler.
Right.
Right. I mean, when you get humming along, this thing can.
So you
yeah.
can mix it in with another.
Oh, hey, our
size
game
at a
ended
night.
early. How long do y'all have? About
Right.
We have
45
time for
minutes or
this.
whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, we can throw this down and bust this out.
Right.
Yeah.
Hate each other for a little while.
No, and see, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
So
just
I would
get
play
a
this
nice
again.
fight in a toll booth would be great.
Yeah.
And I would actually play it with family. Like, I think this
Oh,
is
totally,
a family-style
yes.
game.
Yep.
I wouldn't play with y'all again, but there are plenty of people that I would play this game again with, because I did really enjoy that first play, and that was at 2 players. So I'd also say, I know a lot of people ask us, for 2-player games.
So
I
this
enjoyed it at 2.
This is one we might be able to stream 2-player to show off that it
I
could
just
be.
mentioned I'm not playing with you again.
We'll get someone nice to come in.
Okay, you and somebody else.
Do you take tiles out at smaller player counts, or the same number of tiles?
I don't know.
Check 2.
Yeah, I will
Dan
have
set
to.
it up, so I don't
yeah.
remember what he set up.
Because it's kind of, I mean, it's a lot more open game. It seems like it too if you don't take tiles out, right? Like,
Yeah.
You have like a bunch of choices.
Yeah, you can plan a little more further
Yeah.
ahead.
That's when those red ones
Right.
play more.
Yeah, because we did get a couple of red out. I really enjoyed it, and I actually remember afterwards being like, oh, I want to play that again.
Yeah.
So, and the aqueducts were really important. And they came out and they blocked, and the blocking, we didn't really see this block this.
Yeah.
The brown block the white, or so.
Well, it could have though if
I
again
don't
if we had
think it
started
did
over
because it was
here.
a longer game at 2, so I don't think.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think so. No,
The
I
tiles-
don't see anything in
Okay.
So
there.
it was longer because it's
So,
longer
yeah.
before
Yeah.
the 3 piles
Plus they
were
start
out.
with tiles, so
Yes.
there's more.
Right.
So it
Yeah,
really
okay.
it went longer, but we were fast because at that point it's so opened up and you can a little bit plan ahead
Sure.
and have an A or B or C move. So it really went quickly. So I don't think the length of play was longer than it was with us because we were able to speed.
Just
Whereas
you were
we
able to do more, right?
Right, because
Yeah.
we're messing with each other into the thing where I'm planning my move and then you're taking it. And I'm
Right.
like, well, now I have
Yeah.
to find something.
Right.
So it was always changing or something else becomes available, which impacted you, right? So
Yeah.
you
Which I would
couldn't
say
plan
both.
ahead as much.
Yeah.
Right,
Right,
I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
both those
Yeah,
things
yeah.
happened.
Right.
So, yeah, that's...
Right, it's hard to do the move to force someone else to do a move that they can then cap. Like you gotta like plan.
It does a little bit, but it's quick. You
yeah.
would see, you did your one thing, oh, now I can do this. And
Right.
so it was much faster.
Yeah.
So, a 2-player game, I
Here's
liked it.
something that I find interesting, and
Yeah.
this is a guess. I don't know, having not played it enough to be able to say. But I feel like when we first played this, we built a lot of fountains. There were a lot of coins, obviously, because we're building a lot more fountains.
Yeah.
The only mean part of this was the 3rd aqueduct kind of got hemmed in early on. So I wonder if there is an evolution to this game a bit. Like, oh, this is super friendly, and oh, I could be mean, but I'm not going to.
Yep.
To then, now that we've played it a little bit more, oh wow, we're going to be really nasty, and okay, that might have been a bridge too far. So now, kind of
Find the happy medium.
Exactly, and I think
Medium
that's
mean.
somewhere where it like.
Yeah.
And
See,
I'll be honest,
I don't think so because I know groups that just wouldn't play that way.
well, see, I don't think
they're
this
gonna
is a
up and
game
down.
that needs to be played the way we played it because
No.
I think if
We're just used to playing splatter games and and we're like, take you out. Oh wait, I didn't have to do that. I could have gone all up here. Look at all the space. I'm sorry, my bad. Like I didn't have to do that.
I think it's exactly that. It's
Yeah.
so it's out of habit. But I think if we were to sit down and play this again, it would probably play out differently, and it wouldn't be as
fair.
cutthroat as it was because it's not so much not just that you're blocking, but everything you do sets up another move.
Yeah.
There is no way.
Yep.
There might be a couple of edge cases here or whatnot around the edges of the board where you're not setting something up, but almost entirely, especially once you get Imperium tiles, you've set somebody up or somebody has set themselves up to where it's like, whatever, dude, I'm just going to do this. So
Yeah.
I think it's more aimed to that type of play than the way we may have shown it.
Right.
I think we've covered that, yeah. So
Yeah.
we
So there you go.
caveated it well, but
All
yeah,
right.
it's
Yeah,
I
I
enjoyed
would.
this.
I
I
would be
still had
interested-
fun with
I'd be
it, even
interested
though I
in
was
seeing
smoked.
I'd be interested in seeing a lower player count because it did feel very reactive at a higher. Like,
yes.
I just like was kind of waiting for my turn to see what the board state was, and then be like, okay, well, they're there. Like that's
Right.
what's gonna happen.
Right. Yeah, and with less players, you have less chaos, player-driven chaos, right?
Yep.
In that. So there you go. All right, that is Rome City of Marble. Thank you to all of y'all and Jess for being a trooper. I appreciate that. And hopefully y'all enjoyed it as well. Thanks everybody for joining us. Dan, thanks for hanging out. Thanks again for supplying us with the review copy so we could show it off tonight. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. I think this is still in print. You can get it from R&R Games.
It is.
I'm sure you can still find it at online game stores, etc., or
It's available.
friendly local game store. Yeah, that's about it. I will be back tomorrow with the unboxing of the new edition of Puerto Rico, and then we're back Friday with Quebec. So hopefully you guys join us for that. So other than that, see y'all tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'm Edward.
Jess.
Ken.
Andrew.
You guys have a great night. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Well, you'll see me tomorrow. Good night.
This is why they think you can see them.
Right? And that's why whenever, hey, I know you whenever they come up.
Right, because they're like you said, you could see me.
Well, no, I can't. It's a one-way camera.
No.
Okay.